Hi, I'm Kate, and I'm in recovery from my vacation. And I was lucky to even be able to go on vacation. It feels a little ridiculous to even say I needed the vacation since it's been about 6 months since I quit my job. Um, anyway, let's talk about Vegas for a hot sec, right? Vegas is an autistic's nightmare. It is a fascinating place, and now that I've been for a heartbeat twice, I maybe I'm trying to figure out, like, I'd like to go back for more time to see if I can understand what I'm seeing while I'm seeing it a little bit, and I really kind of want to go ziplining. I think maybe if I had that like extreme adrenaline rush, it would work better. I don't know. But it's, just getting out of our hotel was intense, and you cannot walk through the casino to get out. And I understand and respect the business model, but it is so much. And also, instead of keys or cards, we had wristbands, and I'm not really sure how I felt about that. But El Cortez was cool, but like I had to wear sunglasses inside with all of the flashing lights, and yeah, not my jam. But Vicky's Diner was really great. I'd been hearing about that place for years, so we went there, and it's actually located in the original commercial center of Vegas back in like the Rat Pack days. So that's cool. And I think they're like slowly trying to rebuild up that end of town. And don't ask me where it is. Pete knew where we were at all times. I was just along for the ride, just absorbing as much as I could, and just in awe of everything. And as soon as we could, we got out of Vegas, and I think we just stood at the old Spanish Road post, the trailhead, for a while, just taking. I think we were there for 15 minutes and saw a car go by, just one car go by. So that was cool. And from there, let's see. Went to the mill ruins, Ashford Mill ruins, and that was really windy and cool. And I think Artist Palette was after that, and Badwater Basin, Artist Palette, and then the Amargosa Opera House, and hotel, and that was day one. I mean, I guess day one of being on the move, realistically, if you don't count the travel day. So whatever. And then, wonderful tour of the Amargosa Opera House and Hotel. Definitely check it out. Look up Marta Beckett. The history behind that is phenomenal. We've been sort of been a hyper focus for us lately. It's been Pete's main hyper focus, and I've been along for the ride, and I've learned so much, and I totally get it. And I also have mad respect for people that live in that area year round, because like it was 70 in the day and 30 at night, and I can hang with that, but I also know what the temperatures are in other times of the year, and there's at least 4 months I couldn't be there. It is really cool. And then, we went on a tour, which they do 6 p.m. and 9 a.m. We went on the 9 a.m. tour. Phenomenal. Then we went to Zabriskie Point and did Golden Canyon. And I have my planner down here because I wrote it in like 10 million different places, but like we were doing things. Oh, I had my picture taken at the Furnace Creek sign. And Um, Mesquite Flat Sand Dunes, and I had over 17,000 steps this day. It was so much. It was so awesome, but it was so much. And that's the thing about traveling, right? It's so much. It's awesome, but it's so much. And yeah, from there, yeah, we spent the night at the Dow Hotel in Lone Pine, and we were fried from like extreme elevation changes because you're down at like 218 feet below sea level, and then you're up at almost 5,000 feet, and then you're back down. I think that's Jubilee Pass Road. I have blogs. I blogged every day and took a ton of pictures. I think like 100 some on pictures of every single day except for when we were in LA, because I don't know, mountains are fun to take pictures of, and I do have some LA pictures because I'd be texting. I take a picture of a road and text my sister like, "This isn't a real place." What was really kind of fun about this trip was like everywhere we went, even though I'd never been there, it was all used in different movies and TV shows for like ever. And so I had been there, and now I have like context. Yeah, after Lone Pine, we did the actually in Lone Pine, it was the Film History Museum, which definitely check that out if you're in any way interested in film history, westerns, modern sci-fi, because more and more films like I did not make it up the rocks from Tremors. I'll be perfectly honest. Pete made it all the way up. I think they used a ladder to do that in the movie. I'll be perfectly honest. And then from there, yeah, we went to that's in the Alabama Hills. It's Movie Road is there, and we did that, and wow, I just had a flash of the whole trip, like the otherworldliness of the desert and the mountains, and I understand why a lot of sci-fi is filmed there, and boy, did we make some Star Wars references in Golden Canyon. And then Pete's really good about helping to maintain space between us and other tourists, because he wants to make sure everyone has the same, like, just pure, quiet desert experience. So he was good at helping me to keep a good pace and not just, like, ramble on because I could, but we did also lots of Star Wars references. And then once we were done in Death Valley, we went to Mojave, and when in Mojave, go to the Voyager restaurant. It's at the it's the Aaron. Is it an Aaron Space Center? Let me it's in my planner. It is the Mojave Air and Spaceport. So if you want to have a really good breakfast, I had the blueberry hotcake short stack, and watch planes take off and land, and also like stare at a really cool airport or airplane desert or graveyard. That is your place. And then we drove to LA, and I'm sure I am missing a ton of stuff, and I hope I learn. I'm going to try and see if I can put pictures in. Since we've been back, I've been really tired. And also I've been making lists over what I would take off if I were to do this trip again. And we're not doing this exact trip again, but in the nearish future, we're probably going to go back to Death Valley Junction, and looking forward to it. No, I am. I know it seemed like I paused there in a weird way. I'm really tired, and the time change is messing with me, and trying to re-find my routine, even though I've been out of it for just only a week. That's been a whole thing, and I feel like I'm finally done with laundry. Now, I'm not going to give you like, this is my most favorite part, this was my least favorite part. The least favorite part basically was like adapting to water quality. I've always known I was a bit of a water snob. I grew up with a really great well in the Northeast. Pure, cold, crisp, clean water with no scent or flavor, or it wasn't hard. So, yeah, that's the thing. But the trip itself was my favorite thing. Everything we did was amazing. I mean, I think I liked the mountainy, deserty parts, even though I hate sand. The sand dunes were actually really cool, by the way. I was a little bit freaked out by the kids rolling down the hill. Like, I'm itchy just thinking about it. Also, the dude that was like, take off your shoes. It feels so good on your feet. It's so cool. I'm like, not. And the only way to get sand off your feet, in my opinion, is to like walk through grass, and there's no grass there to walk through. And fun little things that I picked up along the way, and I don't know if I've already said them, so oh no, I might be redundant. Like, that's never happened before. First up, the relative humidity in the desert is so low that even at 30 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'll have to remember to look that up for Celsius, just below zero, I would assume, because freezing and breath was not seen. That was cool. It was weird, but that was cool. Never occurred to me that like you could be outside in freezing weather and not see your breath. So that was cool. Going forward, I'm going to pack clothespins, the hinged kind, for just bag clips and whatnot. I'm also going to bring a collapsible stool because I am small and most bathrooms are big. Even the old historic ones, and we stayed in 3 historic hotels. And I don't know what this comfort height nonsense is, but everything was a little bit too tall. And yeah, I'm 4'11" and 9/16 and 25-inch inseam. So no. I'm bringing a stool with me from now on. We check a bag so we can bring our own hard-sided cooler. And that will be going in there. This time it was cooler, slippers, and winter coats. That was our checked bag. We're like, don't lose our bag, but it'll be okay if we don't. Because we also had other jackets with us. But and we needed those winter jackets. That was great. Other random takeaways. If you can bring an air purifier with you, like I have a rechargeable USB-C one, that comes in handy at times. I'm going to get a travel pillow, I think, too, because I am someone who needs 2 pillows. And there's some of those hotels, that's just not an option. Historic hotels are cool. Bring battery backups with you just in case too, if you're someone who like needs to charge something, because not every hotel had open outlets or any outlets at all in the case of El Cortez, which was strange. But again, I brought battery backups because I'm paranoid. And yeah, I know, very thorough pack lists. All of my practice prepping, all of the, making my lists multiple times and packing my backpack, then unpacking my backpack, then repacking and unpacking and thinking about it for months, but only spending like a week really ramping up and doing it. And there is a video for that. Because of course there is. I learned I didn't make a time lapse for that. So that was fun. I think that went up the week before Christmas. I need to look at my own schedule. But realistically, how does one who needs routine go on vacation? Because it's not, easy. It could be worse. But, I went over 75,867 steps. And yes, I have that written down in front of me. No, I did not take an average of the day. I can tell you that the date that we did started at the Amargosa and ended up at the holiday party for Lone Pine that was in the lobby of the Dow Hotel. I went 17,677 steps by the time I went to bed. I woke up at 7 a.m. local time every single day, which is 10 a.m. my home base time, and I definitely do better losing time than gaining time. So find what creature comforts you can tuck away and fit. I actually, the night before we left, was researching the dimensions of underneath the average airplane seat and everything like that, because even though I knew everything would fit, I was paranoid. And maybe I was overboard and manic about it, but you know what? It paid off, and I only had one breakdown the whole trip, and I let myself have that breakdown. It was over something stupid. Just technology fails and frustration when you're super overtired and have basically been susting off of cold chicken tenders because that's all you can muster up eating sometimes, and applesauce packets because it's what I do. But yeah, figure out what works for you when you're on the move if you're gonna do a trip like that. And I'm lucky that we covered a lot of ground, but also we got out and walked a lot. The hiking really helped. Fresh air helped. Removing myself from situations, when we were at the Amargosa, there were some other guests staying there, and usually there's a fire lit somewhere and good social interaction. And I sent Pete to go be social if he so chose, because he does like to do that, and I just stayed in a room and watched I think Futurama on my laptop just to come back down. It's not that I didn't want to be, I couldn't be social anymore, and respecting my own boundaries and listening to myself was really helpful, because I'm not always good at doing that. I want to not make things difficult for other people. And also picking a traveling companion you trust and will help you stay safe and respect your boundaries is really important, and I'm very fortunate to have that in my partner Pete. 10 out of 10 would always travel with him. And the fact that he had been to almost everywhere we went before was really cool. There was a few things that we checked off of his list, like Vasquez Rocks. That was, it's you're on Earth, but then you're like, are you sure that I'm on Earth? It was amazing, and we're definitely going to go back. And we were always going to go back, but I think maybe February-ish we're going to go back, because you learn about cool things on the road. I'm obviously going to be mulling about this for a few more days or forever, because this was amazing, and I'm still going through pictures, and I didn't vlog because we felt weird even taking selfies of ourselves at places, and we were just and 1, 2, 3, okay, and we got a picture to prove that we went places together, because we don't ever take pictures together. And also took pictures of each other. We don't like to be on the front of the camera. So now that, like, I've had 2 days of rest, and I think today, like, I did a lot of laundry yesterday, and I finished up the last of it today, and just trying to fall back into life now. I'm still processing. I'm still understanding what it is, and I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping I can figure out how to add pictures in, because there are some really cool pictures, and I'm glad that I went back to the desert, and I never thought I'd say that in a million years, but the last time I was in the desert, any desert, it was August, and we didn't have air conditioning in the Jeep we were in. And I don't like being hot. And even though, I was sandblasted a little bit because wind and whatnot, I can go to the desert in the winter. And there's so much more of this country that I need to see. There's so much more in Death Valley I need to see. I'm actually really lucky I have an America the Beautiful pass, because it actually really helped expedite some stuff, just as far as like getting park passes and stuff are concerned. And if you do have a disability, I highly recommend reaching out to the National Park Service about getting an America the Beautiful pass. Anyone can, there's many, but specifically if you have a permanent disability such as autism, you can get a Park Service pass. It's good for all national public lands, actually. It's really cool. But yeah, so just spending time in nature, I think, was really, really helpful. And I want to try to find the same kind of peace and nature and calm here somehow that I had there, because it was nice to, even though we were on the move and busy, to feel my insides calm too. Yeah. Have a great rest of your day. And don't forget to always tuck and roll.